How can you sell your home quickly in 2023? Today I'm going to share with you 5 different tips on how you can sell your home not only quickly but also with the highest market value. By the way, my name is Sasha Torika. I'm a local realtor with Keller Williams, and if you have more in-depth questions about selling, buying, relocating, make sure to text or call me or email me. My information is going to be provided down below in the description box. Let's jump into the video. Number 1, curb appeal. Curb appeal is very important because it's the first thing that the potential buyer is going to see. It's on the outside of the house, so anybody who is walking by your home, they're going to look at the sign that your house is for sale, and then they're gonna see if the house is very inviting or not. So you want to make sure that your house looks as inviting as possible. Make sure that you clean that driveway. You want to power wash it, sweep it, making sure that it's crystal clear, and also the pathway that leads towards your door also has to be clean. It has to be very easy for the potential buyer to walk through to the door. You might want to make sure that, you want to make sure that your grass is gonna be cut, and maybe plant a couple of flowers, because when the professional photography is gonna be taken, the very first picture that people are gonna see online is gonna be the front of the house. So you want to make sure that it's as beautiful as it can be. Number 2, preparing home for the market. Preparing home for the market is essentially the same as the curb appeal. It's just instead of being outside, it's inside the home. So all the little details that you've been waiting to do all this time, this is the time to do it. All the projects of freshen up the paint, making sure that all the scuffs are taken care of. So paint it here or there, or just completely put a new coat of fresh paint. Changing the doorknobs that's a little older, that's very important. The light bulbs, making sure that the place doesn't have the light bulbs that are out. You want to make sure that all of them are working in working condition, and making sure that if there are any specific valuable item like a chandelier that you want to take with you, you might want to switch it to some generic chandelier, just because once the buyer comes into the house and they see your gorgeous chandelier, they might want to keep it, but you don't want to give it away. And I've seen a lot of deals fall apart just because of little detail like that. So make sure that you hide all your valuables. That also goes towards the pictures. Anything that's very personal to you, you want to remove that as well. Number 3, staging and declutter. If you don't live in the house, it's most likely empty. So you want to make sure that you reach out to one of the staging companies, or you ask your realtor, me, about the staging company of preference, because it can make all the difference. Hiring the professional that can come in and tweak little things around, maybe put some furniture in, put some decoration, just to make it as comfortable and inviting again for the potential buyer. You want essentially them to picture themselves in your home, so that way they picture them living there. And sometimes it's very difficult for people use their imagination, so the staging definitely helps. But even if you live in the home, yes, it can be a little bit more difficult to apply full-blown staging, but still there are certain things that could be corrected. At that point, even your realtor could help you out, because we see a lot of homes, we see a lot of staged homes, so our eyes are trained at this point. So maybe adding a couple of pillows will make some difference. Put in a couple candles, but also decluttering the place. That's a really, really important thing to do, because we live in the home and the time passes and we accumulate different things and we don't even notice that because we love our things. but we want to make sure that we declutter it as much as possible, either move it to the storage or sell it on the marketplace, whatever it is, give it to your friends, but you want to make sure that you declutter it, so that way the space is more open, more minimalistic, and when it's open like that, it looks bigger than what it is. So it's, again, easier for the buyer to imagine them living there. Number 4, online marketing. These days, online marketing is everything, because that's how the buyer is gonna find you. The very first thing, what do? You go online on the websites and you're looking for houses. You're looking what's been sold, what's for sale. Sometimes we are very curious to see different areas, what they have to offer. So we all know everyone goes online. So what's very important is for your agent to bring a very strong online marketing plan. And the very first thing is the professional photography. I still see when people post the pictures of the homes and they've been taken on the cell phone, and you can tell they've been taken on the cell phone. It makes the world difference when the photos are done by professional. They look bright and light and beautiful, and the photographer just highlights all the beautiful features of the home. So it's really important. Plus with that, they do not just interior and exterior shots, they do the aerial view, which gives a potential buyer a good idea of the location of the house, of the lot that it's located at. So it's very important. Comment with the photography, the cinematography, no. Comment with the photography. What's important is also the video of the home that's done professionally. These days, the photographers, they create such beautiful videos with it looks like a movie. It's so beautiful. They accent again on all the beautiful features and details of your home. They put a nice music on top of it. And then that video you can share everywhere. You can share it on YouTube, you can share it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all around, everywhere. And it's been proven statistically that the videos are more engaging than the photos. Well, you see, you're watching this video right now, so it must be true. Anyway, so the video is very important. And the third thing that I like to do for my clients is the 3D walkthrough. So we have a lot of buyers that coming from everywhere in the world, not just United States, but also other countries. So it's a very essential for the person before even flying in to get the idea of the home. And 3D walkthrough gives you inch by inch of your house. So it's like you walking in and you can walk through the home, just like a video game. I used to play Sims when I was younger, so it looks a little bit like that, but better these days. Number 5, price. The price can be a little bit of the touchy subject, just because the sellers for the most part think their house is worth more than what we, the real estate professionals, come up with. And that's because the sellers have that emotional attachment to the property. They lived in it. Even the realtors usually think that their house is worth much more than what the market value dictates. So when I come into the listing presentation, I'm always ready, and that means that I went through all the stats of all the active properties that's for sale at the moment, all of the competition that we would have, everything that's pending under contract. So those are a little tricky because they can either close or they can jump back on the market. We don't know, but we need to know what's out there. And then all the properties that's been sold. And I like to go within the 90 days, but the appraiser usually goes with back to 180 days. But it really depends, right? So when I come in, I already have an idea what price point your house is going to be listed at. And it's my job to remove all the emotional attachment to it and then follow the stats, follow the market value of your home. Because if we price it right, trust me, the house is going to be sold fast. This completes all 5 tips that I have for you guys today. And again, if you have more questions about selling, buying, relocating, make sure to text, email, or call me. My phone number and email will be provided down below in the description box, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.